we seen Stevie J since your last interview come out to Puff Daddy's defense. And he said the one thing that kind of threw me off, where he said Diddy has never done no crime. I said, wow, that's a blanket statement to say no crime. For him for him to say that. Yeah. No crime. I'm like you yourself up by even saying that.
He's on 1,000 sex tapes. What else he supposed to say? What are you gonna say? Diddy guilty or what? He gonna say? He's using his little sex tapes and shit as the archetype to recruit new Look at Stevie and Bieber in their ass. That's all you gotta do.
And the world knows that Stevie J's sex tapes date back to him and Mary J. Blige on the sex tape? Yeah, it goes back.
Did you ever see the tape with him and Evelyn?
Yeah, him and Eve. I'm sorry. Yeah, him and Eve. Evelyn. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Yes. It dates back to that. I'm sorry, Mary J. Blige. Yeah. But it dates back to her.
Too.
Oh, goddamn.
And I ain't saying allegedly. Mary. Yeah.
You know, it's funny, Jag, because you mentioned, like, when you said, hey, I want to learn what the Tusi was. I didn't know what it was. And you learned about it. And then just last week, you hear about Diddy's bodyguard arrested for drugs, paraphernalia. I'm like, okay. It seems to be like everything keeps unraveling slowly but surely. And, you know, he's like, you hear Stevie J. He's never done nothing illegal, but you hear his bodyguard getting arrested for drugs. And you only have to assume that these drugs are what, this is Diddy's bodyguard getting arrested
Stevie J was at the house in Miami when they pulled up Bad Boy Style.
Oh, yeah, he was. He said, I'm at Diddy's house.
Don't forget, he was there. They had him in twisty ties, too, like they had the kids over there in the Beverly Hills.
I forget about that.
What was you doing there?
He was getting head.
He's a f***ing ghoul. Let me tell you something. If Diddy and Stevie J was a movie, it would be The Vampire of Brooklyn.
Oh, man.
Diddy would be Eddie Murphy. And Stevie J would be Kadeem Hardison, the ghoul.
God.
He kept falling apart.
Yeah, losing his fingers.
Yeah, shit. But he was down because he was waiting for his moment. Oh. That's Stevie J.
Orlando Brown said Diddy's not going to jail. He said,
I can understand why he would say that.
Yeah. Can you break that down a little bit more? Why you think he said that?
Well, considering that the is selling his own God evidence that would put him in jail against him on the dark net to the highest bidder. Why would he sell evidence of his debauchery and savagery? Why would he sell on the dark net his tapes of just terrible? Wanna know why? Because he doesn't.
What's good, y'all? It's OB Media. Jaguar Wright goes crazy and she goes off Stevie J and Diddy. Stevie J came out and said that Diddy did no crime. Man, Stevie J is on all of these gay sex tapes that Diddy be doing, man. All of these ninjas be getting freaky. So understand that Stevie J is gonna pick up for Diddy because Diddy is his best friend. These ninjas be doing all type of crimes, all type of freak off, all type of crazy shit, man. And they take advantage of Lil Rod. So Lil Rod came out and said that Diddy and Stevie J forced him to do gay shit. So I don't know how true it is, but that shit was just weird, man. Because no way I can go to bed. Sometimes girls are in the bed. Next time I wake, Diddy's in the bed and he's smiling with you. Man, that shit crazy. You need to watch a full video, man. Let's get it.
And intend to stand trial.
Is he protecting people, or are people protecting him?
Oh no, he's selling it because he needs the cash. The last freak off tape that just got sold on the dark net, which I know because I monitor, went for $500 million. It had multiple stars in it. Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, Drake. It was a really interesting night in Calabasas, and he just sold that footage.
How come you think it doesn't get leaked to the public?
The dark net?
Yeah, like
Because of the dark coin. Most people don't even know that the dark coin exists. But that's how they're trading for all of the flesh they sell. Which is why I became so outraged last year when the twins turned 16 and he had them dressed like prostitutes, and then he auctioned them off as NFTs because the NFT that he sold them to was attached to that dark coin. It was like a promissory note to sell his daughters to the highest bidder.
you see movies like Hostel. Do places like that really exist?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Do the things that go on in places like that exist?
Absolutely.
Shit. It's funny because
there are 3 women I know right now in my life. They've been in my life for 6 years. I've been caring for them for 3 years. I got them off of Epstein Island. I cannot say where they are in the world. What I can say is when they got into the boat, they were roughed.
Wow.
Want to know how they ended up on Epstein Island?
Yes.
Please.
They auditioned to be models for music videos.
Oh, casting couch.
When they got to Miami, they had to show and turn over their ID, and they collected their passports, and then they drugged them. And then the next thing you know, they were in a storage container by a bunch of weird strangers on camera who were bidding for all of the terrible things that were happening to them live online.
Yeah.
Wow.
After they made it through that, that's when they were sent to Rick Ross's music videos, shoots, as groupies and extras to make sure that they could walk around in society without looking like victims. And then after that, that's when they were shipped off to Epstein Island to be broken in and to be readied for Dubai and Moscow. When they got into the boat and I looked at them, they didn't have to tell me shit. And neither one of them, none of them, they didn't speak for weeks. But when you spend time with strangers and they finally feel safe enough to go to sleep, and then they start talking in their sleep and you hear the shit that they yell.
Yeah, no, it's crazy because as you sit here and we talk about Hostile and
These 3 girls that I'm telling you about were in videos that are being played online today. And they appeared in those videos after they had already been sodomized, systematically beaten, starved. But they were smiling in those videos, though.
It's crazy because, you know, you sit here and, you know, we got your story before where you actually said you seen what a saw does to human flesh, like having a saw. I mean, we got Terrence Gangsta in the building too as well. And he literally said he's seen the same thing, what he's seen a saw, what it does to human flesh. And I'm like, I don't know what it does to a person's mind or psyche when they see that in person.
It changes you.
Like,
it changes you. There is a place inside of me where I have the ability to either see a human body as a human being or just pieces.
Now, Jack, you said Justin Bieber, and I have to ask you because there's a picture circulating online where they show
He's the new Tevin Campbell.
Yeah, they show him crying.
He's the new Tevin Campbell.
You're almost giving him a gateway to speak his truth of what happened.
I wish Tevin Campbell would speak to him or for him. Because the same thing that they did to him, they're doing to Bieber right now. And I have evidence. That poor kid. And all because he got discovered by Usher. And then Usher took him right over there to the diddler. And let the good times roll.
Let the good times roll. So let me ask you this, because you did the domino effect with Rook, and you said something in which you mentioned that you've seen the devil. You've seen him.
Yeah.
From your experiences, have you seen him enact his ways within a human being where you've seen the devil in a person come out?
Absolutely. And I've seen him in real time.
What?
When you're being, if you're brave enough to look into your eyes, I promise you'll see nothing. Nothing. There is no human there. It's almost like they're in a trance. You can talk this and they'll tell you, even in that moment, there is a space where they lost their self. They don't even remember. It's possession of the flesh. To watch a person give up utter control of themselves and allow that energy to come in. I stared at him making me, choking me. And I saw nothing. And that's when I knew this isn't a person anymore. Which is why the idea of picking that knife up and slitting his throat didn't bother me at all. That wasn't a person anymore. There wasn't a person in there. You want to know what's real?
Sure.
Can you imagine if every artist that's ever been goddamn violated decided to settle their own score? How many dead bodies would we be cleaning up?
So that takes me to when you speak on Aaliyah. People really was honed in when you spoke on Dame Dash, Aaliyah, and you're speaking on something where you're saying I wish that situation would be investigated further.
No, to be investigated. Period. It was never investigated. Hype was never questioned. Lenny Kravitz made a statement, and it was never publicized. She was unconscious. She didn't choose to get on that plane. There were phone calls made. There are witnesses who signed NDAs. Why would you need to sign a non-disclosure agreement about a plane crash and what happened leading up to it? Please, someone answer that.
Do you feel like
why the would you need to sign? You don't ask about a plane crash if it was accidental.
Do you feel like...
Riddle me that. Work with me here in this moment.
And I'm going to ask you.
A plane crash should be accidental.
Should be.
Why would any testimony about what happened leading up to it need to be covered under a non-disclosure agreement if there wasn't foul play?
Now, mind you, September 11th happened a week later. 9/11 happened a week later. Do you think that took away from it?
Once again, there are people who did short sales on their stocks right after that, made a lot of money, including Sean Carter. Now I'm going to ask you, why would non-disclosure agreements need to be signed for an accident?
Okay.
There were over 25 non-disclosure agreements cashed out and recorded regarding the death of that beautiful girl and every other human being that died on that plane with her. What the? What would you mean? Don't ask for that. And Diddy had Hype Williams by the balls. Belly was a money pit.
Without question.
And Jay-Z got 10 free videos out of Williams. And Hype didn't work for free.
Now, translate Hype Williams, but also you spoke on Just Blaze.
Yeah.
Where Kanye West is now who Kanye West is, and Just Blaze is no longer in the picture.
Ain't that some?
Yeah, who mechanization is that? Like
That was all Sean Carter's idea. Because Kanye went to the boule and Justin did not.
Oh.
Justin was punished for being the true Hebrew king that he is. Kanye suffers from buyer's remorse.
And this is interesting, man. Jaguar Wright goes in on everybody. She goes in on Diddy, Jay-Z, Hype Williams. She said that they got something to do with Aaliyah getting killed, because a lot of people were saying that Aaliyah was sacrificed. And now I believe, why would you need to sign an NDA for a plane crash? That was just some crazy shit to me, man. I don't know what to believe in this industry because a lot of people were saying that Aaliyah was gonna be the next Beyonce. So they got Aaliyah out of the way so that Beyonce can take over. So I don't know how true it is, but everything that is going on in this industry, Jaguar Wright been exposing everybody. She know what she's saying. So a lot of people are saying that she's crazy, she's talking shit, and all now Jaguar Wright can't get sued. So that is just crazy. Why she did not ever got sued for all of these allegations and accusations that she be making. But when it comes on to Diddy, she is on point with that shit. Stevie J and Diddy be doing all type of gay activities, doing gay orgies, videoing people, taking advantage of people. So a lot of people are saying that Diddy clapped Justin Bieber cheeks, Meek Mills, a lot of these rappers and singers Diddy was involved with that they're not talking about. And most of these kids were minors when Diddy touched them. So Diddy been doing this stuff for a long time. That's why he like to sign boy band groups so that he can take advantage of them. He built an old butt empire so that he can get ass out of this shit. But this type of ninja, we needed to hold him accountable because he was definitely wilding. He was getting out of control. He was drugging people. He was getting people to do things against their will, taping people without their consent and blackmailing them. So Diddy been doing a lot of stuff for a long time, and all of these ninjas that are defending Diddy are even worse than Diddy because they know that Diddy is doing crimes. The liquor company know what was going on because they were sponsoring all of Diddy's parties. They know everything that go on at Diddy party, man. All of the freak off, all of these powerful people that are involved that are not speaking out on Diddy behalf. Everyone is saying that they don't associate with Sean Combs, Puff Daddy, Brother Love, show some love. Who is Diddy gonna show love now? He's gonna show love in jail. He's in jail getting lit. He's getting catch with alcohol. Man, I know that Diddy is keeping his little private freak off in jail, man, because that ninja always getting freaky. He's always up to the timing. So no way Diddy's gonna be a billionaire and not pay for booty. He's always on some freaky shit, man. So understand that a lot of people are saying that we're kicking Diddy when he's down. It is the downfall of Diddy, man. When you do everybody wrong, rob all of your artists, this is what you get for lowballing, tricking people. Pause for the lowballing, man. That shit wild. But Diddy, he was a real sucker, and we had to do something about it. We had to make an example out of this ninja. He thought that he was untouchable, but it is what it is, man. It's OB Media. Have a blessed day.
What happened to all of the lies that were being spread about Diddy just a few months ago? Remember they were saying that there was videos of him having inappropriate dealings with Justin Bieber, Usher, Meek Mill, French Montana, TD Jakes? Well, the trial just wrapped up. None of that evidence was ever produced. So it's safe to say that was a lie. Remember the baby oil was supposed to be laced with drugs, and that when they would rub it on you, you would pass out, and that they would assault you, record it, and then blackmail you into signing bad record deals? That evidence never made it into the trial. So it's safe to say that's a lie. Remember they were telling you that there were all of these videos of children being abused by executives from record labels and politicians? That never showed up during the trial. So it's safe to say that's a lie. The only thing that was exposed during the trial is that Diddy's a freaky cuck. And I'm not here to defend Diddy. I'm here to make a point. How these blogs are able to just lie and make up stuff and embellish. And then now when we find out that it's not true, they just move on like nothing ever happened. Which is why you should be very careful if you are following these blogs and these influencers. Because understand, you're not getting news. You're getting propaganda. You're getting absolute lies and smear campaigns. Because as a black man, you can make one mistake. And that one mistake you make, they can then amplify it and attach all type of devious, wicked things to you that you didn't even do. But because it's entertaining, because see, if the truth isn't as entertaining as the lie, then the lie will always supersede the truth. Because there's people on social media, the only purpose that they use social media for is to spread lies, is to gossip, is to put their opinions and feelings into things. I'm not here to defend that man, because what he did to Cassie, I believe, is absolutely wrong. But to put all of those other things on this man, and then now the feds couldn't produce any of that evidence. No underage children, no videos of other rappers or entertainers. The baby oil wasn't spiked, and yet no one's saying anything. Everyone just moves on. It just goes to show you how powerful the media is, and you have to understand, be very careful with the information that you consume on here, because most of the stuff that you see are absolute lies and propaganda.